Hey, y'all. Not sure who's on. What's up? Happy New Year, Marla. Happy New Year. How you doing? Hey, Instagram. Y'all, so I don't know if y'all saw the title. I will be looking at both screens. So I'm streaming from Facebook and Instagram. Um, so I don't have much that I'm going to chat about. So while I'm on, you guys just ask me whatever, any questions you want to ask. I do got a few things I want to talk about. It is a new year, new start. Y'all know how we do. I do want to introduce so Instagram, y'all can't see what's on my Facebook screen, but I do have a flyer up. We have a January event for those that's in the 618 314 area. It's on relationships, friendships, relationship with self. It is for men and women. So hopefully you guys grab them tickets. DM me for more information about that. I'm not going to get into details on that. Like I said, the flyer is on the Facebook page, but Instagram, you can go on my page. It's on there as well. So I do want to talk about the purpose of my brand. Most of you guys probably know the purpose already, but I just want to reiterate it. We do speak on accountability. We do speak on mindset change. So a lot of things that we talk about, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hit you where it hurt, but it's for your betterment. If and only if you are that person that's really about new change, new year, new me, new mindset. I'm telling you, we gonna help you with that. It's gonna hurt and it's gonna sting, but change hurts. A lot of us want to say these little cute quotes and all of that, but we don't want to do what it takes to actually make the changes needed in our life. Some of the things that we are about to introduce, I'm kind of conflicted with it, so I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna flow with it throughout the year. Some of my lives will not be done on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram unless you are subscribed to my Patreon. That'll be talked about a little bit later, but for now, we'll still be doing our lives, our regular lives. Q&As, I do want to start introducing those even more. I say this often. I know it sounds rude to you guys, but I am a brand. So a lot of this inbox talk, I will most likely not be doing those unless you are booking a session or getting on my lives, the Q&A lives, or unless you're subscribed to my Patreon that I'll be introducing probably mid-year. So what we will do is when I do go live, a lot of these lives that you guys have seen, some of them will most likely only be posted. I'll only do clips on Facebook. So, I don't know. I'm conflicted with that. I'm trying to see what God finna take me with that, but that's just something I, thought about introducing. But while you guys are on here, like I said, I won't be on here long. I just want to show my face a little bit. I am chilling. I am relaxing. No, I did not party. To bring my new year in, I was sitting here thinking of my vision, my goals, and things to better myself on. So while you're on here, though, go ahead, shoot out some questions, comments, or whatever. I did want to touch on though, while we're talking about this new mindset, new us, I do want to touch on argumentative people versus understanding people. So as you are going into your new year, you got to get to the point, I got to get to the point, we got to get to the point where we are learning how to deal with argumentative people versus dealing with understanding people, because those are two different types of people. Argumentative people, all they want to do is come on and project whatever hurt, bitterness, whatever they got going on with them. They just want to project that on you. So whatever you saying, they're not even trying to understand it. They're not even trying to ask questions. They want to hear what they want to hear, and then they want to just comment, argue back with you, say whatever they want to say. So with the new mindset, new us, whatever slogan you use to bring this new year in, we got to get to a point where we learn to ignore argumentative people. I know it's hard. I know sometimes you just got to tell them what it is. You got to show them this ain't that. Watch who you talk to. I get it. I understand it. I have my moments, but you got to think where the energy that these argumentative people give off. If you trying to think positive, if you're trying to get to a better place in life, if you're trying to build your business, your brand, or whatever it is that you got going, get a better job, you can't afford to be distracted by argumentative people who have nothing going on in their life. It's a tactic that they do to bring you down because they're unhappy about their life. They don't have nothing going on that's that's worth anything outside of maybe the pictures they put up, the videos they put up, the partying, the whatever it is they do to have fun. They don't have none of that going on. That's the only thing they have going on in their life. So when they see you have goals, when they see that you're trying to change, when they see that you literally meant what you said when you said new year, new me, you literally meant that. When they see that and they see your strength in that, their goal is to bring you back to the old you. And a lot of us don't see it like that. But again, let's go back to prayer. So we pray for X, Y, and Z. We don't realize that when you're praying for these things, God answers your prayers through other people. So if you praying for peace, if you praying to not snap out on people anymore, or if you praying for whatever it is you praying for, guess what? God is going to send people to answer that prayer. So if you trying to be more positive, guess what? He got to send negative. And I know we always on this positive vibes only, yada yada yada. But reality is we cannot have positive without the negative. We need these people. We need these people because we got to get to the point where we learn how to deal with these people. As you grow in life, especially if you got a brand, as you get older, you're going to deal with so many trolls. You're going to deal with so many negative people. So you got to, at what point in your life do you learn how to handle them? Right now on the level that you on. Hey guys, get your questions in while I'm on. Try not to be on here too long. I did have a few points, but we need these negative people to build us. We need these negative people to talk down on us so that we can not necessarily still conversate with them, but so that we can either learn how to ignore them or learn how to respond back to them. You can only control what you do. You can't control what nobody else do. People gonna talk. People gonna hate you. People gonna project their energy, their madness, their bitterness. They gonna do all. They gonna project that on you. But that's what they're supposed to do. But what are you gonna do? New year, new me, right? New mindset, right? How you gonna go about that? It's cute to say. It's like we all say that we do these quotes and memes or whatever we find, and it's cute. But the thing is, we don't prepare that after January 1st of saying all these quotes. Guess what's finna happen? Life finna happen. People finna happen. Negative energies finna happen. Bitterness finna happen. A lot of stuff finna happen. So are you really preparing yourself for this new year, new me, new mindset? Thank you, Marla. Thank you. Yeah. So Marla, I'm just gonna say I am too, especially as a life coach. I'm learning how to respond to these situations as well. Like I give off a lot of things to you guys because I myself have to learn them in order to give them off to you. That's what life coaching is. And I can't give off to you something that I did not learn myself, or I can't give off to you something that I'm still battling. Like every now and then, that's why I said at the beginning of the live, sometimes you do got to show people this ain't that, don't play with me. But when you have a bigger vision and you got things that you need to accomplish and you're trying not to be the old you, it's a lot of biting your tongue. And along with biting your tongue, the thing is with that is you got to make sure you're not putting yourself in positions with these people that keep being disrespectful to you, that keep trying you or feeling like, well, I can do him or her how I want to do. All I gotta do is say sorry. They're gonna come back. We gotta not put ourselves in that position. That's with family too. They not exempt. That's with friends. That's with associates. That's with business people. Whoever. Like it's our responsibility to protect us. It's your responsibility to protect your peace. It's nobody else's responsibility to protect your peace. That's your responsibility. Along with the other saying that I have. I'm not responsible for your triggers. You are. So here's another thing going into the new year. New year, new me, new mindset, right? Thing is, you got to stop following people and things that you know is going to trigger you. Why are you purposely putting yourself in a position to be triggered? If you hate what these people talk about, these people are always messy or whatever the case, get them off your timeline. Why are you still following them? If you don't want to unfriend them, something that I do often, I unfollow people or I snooze them for 30 days, give them a little chance, maybe in 30 days, they let this new year, new me, new mindset, develop them. So I give them another chance. But it's up to us to put ourselves in a position and to not put ourselves in a position to be triggered. And if you are in that position to be triggered, just because people are people are humans, and they just like bothering people. If you are in that position, that is your time, that is your moment to do something different, to respond different. So go ahead and leave the scene before it get ugly. Whatever the case is, new year, new me, new mindset does not happen without you actually changing these old habits. But going back to you, Marlon, when you said you're learning how to respond in these situations, yes, I am too. We all are. And I like people that are honest. Like you could tell who's like really dishonest, or who's want to Instagram y'all. Ask y'all questions if y'all have any type questions while you're on here. But we like to have these people. These people like to do this whole unbothered thing, right? And I've been here before. But the thing is, if you are unbothered, you don't speak on things that doesn't bother you. You don't care to share things that don't bother you. Or if you speak on something just because you're trying to bring a different light to the situation, you're going to speak on it and then you're going to get up out of there. You ain't there arguing with people trying to make them see your point of view, or calling them out their name, being disrespectful, none of that stuff. Like all of this stuff I've seen in 2021 and previous. So from 2022 and beyond, if we say we don't want to be entangled in that type of stuff, we got to change. We got to change our habits. So to my YouTuber, what's the best strategy to set and successfully execute a goal? For one, I'm a firm believer in writing things down, whether that's in your phone, your notebook. I normally do a vision board. I didn't do a vision board this year with anybody. Like I said, I stayed to myself and wrote down a lot of things I want to do in my business. But write it down. Write it down. And I would say write down a business goal and write down personal goal. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in being a boss dude, boss chick, or whatever, and we lose who we are as an individual. So you gotta have fun outside of just being so set on executing goals and making money and this, that, and the other. Money is good. Money is great. We need it. That's how we can help each other. That's how we can get what we want. But at the same time, money don't bring happiness. So write them goals out, and goals that you actually want. Don't write goals out that somebody else think you should have, because then you're living for them and you're not living for you. So Marla, let me put that on the screen. I want to go put comments on the screen, but I'll go ahead and do it. So Marla said, I'm learning how to confront the facts within the situation without being emotional. So if anybody can help her with that, go ahead and comment on that as well. The thing is with women, and this might sound bad because I am a woman, but for those that have followed me, I am a woman that's more on the logical side than the emotional side. I do have emotions, but I choose not to let them, what should I say, rule me or guide me in a lot of things that I speak on. And to be honest, for that, that is a lot of reason like other women may hate you or dislike you, because you choose as a woman to not be so emotional in whatever the situation is. You choose to step outside of your body, outside of your anger, whatever you're dealing with. You choose to step outside of that and see the full spectrum of the situation. Versus, I'm mad right now, I'm gonna respond for that. I just went through this, so I'm angry, I'm bitter, whatever the case. We don't like to say bitter, but it's an emotion that we have a lot. So you gotta say it. But you have to learn to step outside of your body when responding. And the thing with that, until you learn how to respond more or less, sometimes you may have to just not respond at all. It took me a lot of times of just clicking off whatever it is I'm on to not respond. It took me a lot of times to turn my notifications off on certain people, text message or a call or whatever, just so I don't respond until I get to a place where, okay, now I can respond back to you in a way that won't make me even more matter. Because sometimes we'll say stuff to people with intentions to hurt them, but they don't give no care about what you just said. They still gonna do what they want to do. They gonna say what they want to say, and in the end, you let out all that madness and anger, and you still mad in the end. So the goal with that is responding the way you respond, it will make you feel better or it will make you feel worse after the situation. I'm a firm believer in that. Because the truth of the matter, women don't realize you could tell somebody off real good without being disrespectful. Because we sarcastic. We're very good at being sarcastic. So if you use that sarcasm to tell people how it is, put them in their place without really being disrespectful, you gonna leave feeling better. But a lot of us get our own blood pressure up. And then half the time, most of us don't even know. We don't even know why we mad. We really don't. We could be mad because the arm on the chair broke, but somebody said something about they like red better than blue. And here we go. Now we want to take that anger out and make a dumb argument over something that really, we don't even know why we mad. We ain't even mad because you said red better than blue. That ain't even why we mad. We mad at something else. But we want to take it out on somebody else. Like women do that a lot. Women do that a lot. And ladies, for those that are following me, I say this all the time, but now that I'm on live, I'm going to say it again. I am a woman, so everything that I say, most of everything that I say, it's going to be, I'm going to be getting y'all together. Yes, I'm going to say stuff to the men as well because I'm a woman who likes to date men. So I go through things that y'all go through as well. But that's not what this is. This is not no bad session. There's a lot of other women that do it enough. I'll let y'all handle it and take on that mantle. I choose to not do that. I choose to focus on the women who are continue to put themselves in these same situations and then want to blame everybody else. No, sweetheart, that's on you. It is on you at the end of the day. It's on you. It's your choice to put up with it or not put up with it. But I got a couple other things, y'all. Just like I said, ask your questions. Any questions that you want to ask while I am on, because I will be getting out. So back to changing who you follow and who you entertain. Going back to new year, new me, new mindsets. You are not going to have a new anything with those same habits. You are not going to have a new anything with the same things that you choose to entertain. A lot of us, and I did a post, I actually wrote a post on this. A lot of us are in the positions that we are in because we are choosing to entertain the same type of people. It's like we scared to let people go. A1, day ones, or whatever. A lot of them is the reason why you stuck. A lot of them is the reason why you steadily spending more money than you bringing in. A lot of them is the reason why your pictures and videos on social media look way better than what your real life is doing behind the scenes. A lot of that is because of the same old habits, the same old people that you are around and that you choose to entertain. But a lot of us rather choose fun over growth. I can't let these people go because they are fun. Yeah, they fun, but how do they help you grow? Are they helping you grow or are they hindering you? Most of the things that I see, most of these people are hindering certain people. And I want you guys, so the ones who actually are serious about new year, new me, new mindset, I want you guys to write down. It could be in your phone. It can be on a poster board or whatever it is. Write down one thing, just one thing that you want to change about yourself. And that's whether the way you respond. I don't even want to say dress or anything like that because I'm working on the inner parts. I'm not really focused on the outer parts. But something internally, something about your character. Whether you always got an attitude, whether you always snapping out on somebody, whatever it is, write down one thing that you literally want to change and start working on that. Start focusing on that. Like put a reminder in your phone every day to go read whatever that is. Write down what it is you want to change and then write down one step you can take to work toward that change for the year. Maybe you want to do 6 months. Let's do that. Let's do 6 months. Or do 3 months. And then see how your progress has been after those 3 or 6, whichever you choose. See how your progress has been after those 3 to 6 months. And then write down something else about yourself, your character that you want to change. if you have accomplished, mastering the first thing, write that down and then write down how you're going to go about changing. So, for example, going back to what Marley was saying, we were talking about learning how to respond. So say, okay, so say you make a post and somebody gets on the post and say, "Oh, this is stupid. Who thinks like this?" There's your test right there. So how do you respond? Normally, you probably would cuss them the fuck out. Normally, you would read them their rights and put them in their place, right? What can you do to change that? To make yourself feel better? You have two choices. You ignore them completely. Anybody that responds like that, ignore them completely. Or figure out a way to respond to that. Something like that, I probably would ignore. Or if I feel like being in my sarcastic moment, I'll say, "Thank you for a comment," or "Thank you for your opinion." Something as simple as that. Because when you say that, there's really nothing they can come back and say back to you to start, to continue an argument, unless they just, you know how people do. Unless they find the dumbest, silliest things to come back and say to you. So the thing is, and I'm going to go ahead and get off in a minute, guys, if you don't have any questions. You say you'll probably say you. What you mean, Brashay? I know I said a lot, so I'm sorry. I don't know which part you was commenting to. Another thing is, I need us to realize, and again, I'm talking to myself. I need us to realize you could show people better than you could tell them. A lot of times we waste our words on people who don't even read them. Or we waste our words on people who literally do not care about anything we saying. Yeah, I hear you, but yeah, whatever. That's how they treat us. So I need us to get to the point where I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. You don't want to be respectful on my posts? You don't want to be respectful when I'm around you? You steadily, whatever it is, telling my business, you steadily being shady or shysty when I'm around you? Let me show you better than I can tell you. You won't be invited to nothing else that I have. Oh, you don't want to be respectful on the post? Okay, unfriend, block. Because a lot of times we are enabling people on how to treat us. It's true when they say you show people how to treat you. It's very, very true. That ain't even got nothing to do with just a woman showing a man how to treat her. That's people in general. You do show people how to treat you. I'm gonna tell you only so many times. And at this point in my life, like I call myself, I'm always graceful. So I'm just steadily telling people, steadily trying to give people a chance. At this point in my life, 22 and further, because I have a vision, a brand that I have to focus on, you won't get more than 2 chances to show me. Because after that second chance, when you do it again, you're out. You're out. Because as adults, again, we are all adults. We should know how to apologize. We should know how to, oh yeah, she said I tripped, yada, yada, yada. We should know how to, I have people get in my inbox. They won't do it on the timeline or wherever they disrespect me at, but they'll get in my inbox and they'll be like, you know what? I saw what you said wrong. I read it wrong. I apologize. That's even fine for me. That's even fine for me because I'm not the person. I get it sometimes, wherever the disrespect was done at, that's where the apology needs to be at. I get it, but that's a small argument. That's a battle I don't even care to have. You're not my man, so I don't need to have that battle with you. You disrespecting me on the timeline, but you got in the inbox and say, you know what, I saw it wrong. I'm sorry. I apologize. I see what you meant now. And then if you do not do it again, I could take that up. That's a cool apology. That's an argument not even worth having. And then that goes back to learning to pick your battles. A lot of us, we pick every battle there is. And then we wonder why we're always upset. We wonder why we're always drained. We wonder why we're always mad. We wonder why people bother us. I say it all the time. I'm like, oh, these humans bother me. And it's not the fact that I'm always arguing with people, because a lot of people, they'll subliminally say stuff and I know it's about me, but we're not literally arguing. So it's not that the fact that humans bother me because we're arguing, but they bother me because they don't know how to apologize. They don't want to grow up. Always want to be right. Always want to be shady. But then when the shoe is on their foot, they want to cry wolf. when it's their turn to get the treatment that they've been dishing out. Oh, okay. The part about who would think like that, yeah. You say probably say me. Okay, yeah. I got you. But if you guys got any questions, I'm gonna get off. Like I said, I didn't even wanna, I wasn't even gonna be up here real long, but because I'm still actually planning what I'm going to do. Some of my lives I will be doing, I will be offering Q&As. I know some people hate doing stuff like, I guess, showing the question in the chat. So I'll offer, you can inbox me questions and I'll post them anonymously, however you say it. And if I could leave you guys with anything, I said it already plenty of times, but you cannot change your mindset. You cannot change your year from being like it was previously if you continue to accept the same things that you've been accepting. That's not just with a relationship. My brand does focus on, life and relationship things, but the relationships are also intimate and platonic. You cannot have a new year, a better year, a different year if your mindset is the same as previous. If you accept the same BS actions from other people, whether that's friends, family, anybody you're dating, even in the current relationship or current marriage, like things, we should be always evolving. We should be always trying to change. And the only way a lot of us will ever even change is having those hard conversations. And that's why I'm here, to have a lot of these hard conversations. So for a lot of you guys, if you don't even want to post it or say it, send them to me. I'll post it. I'll say it. That's what I'm here for. That's what my brand is here for. Put up boundaries, guys. A lot of us don't have boundaries, and we should be having boundaries. I don't know why. I don't know why we scared of that word. Like it's not a bad word. You know how you say, "Don't play with me." That's what boundaries are. Don't play with me. These are my boundaries, and if you cross them, that's it. Because I choose me over you. And there are circumstances where, yes, you should forgive people, give them another chance. So I'm not just saying be this person where, oh, I said don't tell me shut up in public, and you said shut up, so you out. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is, if that's your boundary, don't tell me shut up in public. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation about this. I'm gonna tell you how it made me feel. You are going to respond, and you are going to understand me, because if it happens again, then that's when I got to show you better than I can tell you. But I am finna get off. My event, you guys can see the flyers. Me and Germany, we have an event. Asset, or you an asset or a liability. It is for singles, divorced, engaged, married, whatever. It's men and women coming together to have these hard discussions. But it's not gonna be business telling. We're gonna guide it. We got all the questions. We got gonna be a little fun, game-ish type thing, but it is gonna discuss really hard questions that we need to discuss as it relates to people being assets or liabilities while they're dating or trying to, get a man or a woman, and even while you're also in a relationship. Because a lot of people that's in a relationship, I know people are big on titles. But for me, what I've seen, even the people that I've coached, even the people that I follow on social media, some of them, if you ain't know by now, by 2022, titles do not mean nothing. Titles do not make you an expert, and that's in anything. It's people in relationships. I say this all the time. It's people in relationships that once I do have somebody I'm serious with, I would never take relationship advice from them, ever. So yeah, so this event, hopefully a lot of you guys go ahead, grab your tickets. Seating is very limited, obviously due to COVID. If you can't make it, buy somebody a ticket, give somebody a ticket. New year, new mindset. This would be a great event to gift a man or a woman that you know this type of ticket to start working on themselves. But I'm gonna give you guys a couple of seconds. If you have any questions, go ahead and write them down. I'm writing as I'm talking to y'all too. Go ahead, write them down, because I am going to be ending the live. And then I just thought about something as it relates to the new mindsets and changing habits too. A lot of our ideas, guys, a lot of the ways we were raised, a lot of things that we see our friends do in relationships or our family do, a lot of that, if we can really be honest, a lot of that needs to be revamped. A lot of them were not even the right way to do things, but we just followed the trend, we followed the habit because this is what we were told to do. That's why I'm big on create your own rules, create your own habits, create your own traditions. Because a lot of things that other people did was not even right or shouldn't have been done. It wasn't a good idea. It worked for them, but that don't mean it works for you, and it don't work for this generation. We at a point we ain't trying to be in relationships off survival. We trying to really be in relationships off of love, and that's gonna take two different tactics. That's gonna take two different habits, and it's a fight. It's a tough fight. But I am gonna go ahead and get my day started. If you guys got any questions that have watched this video and then get a chance to get those questions in, you guys can go ahead and inbox me. That's your permission. Now I might do a post about it and we can just talk on there. But yeah, I'm about to get gone and get my day started. So thank you guys for tuning in, that tuned in, those that have watched the replay. Comment if you got anything to comment on. I see the notification, but I will see y'all on another live. Talk to y'all later and